You ever wake up hungover in a Red Roof Inn in Pensacola, look out at the Gulf of Mexico and think, you know what this body of water needs? A branding overhaul. Me neither. But apparently some elected dipshits in suits did, so Gulf of America. Because Mexico is scary. Even when it's just the name of a giant saltwater mass, we still flinch like a toddler hearing the word broccoli. God forbid the coastline has a name that reminds us that brown people exist. And it's not even a new idea. Colbert joked about it 15 years ago. These assholes are recycling satire like it's plastic, except they don't recycle plastic. They eat it in their fish sticks and wash it down with Alex Jones' Brain Force Plus. Gulf of America? Let's rename things based on how many brain cells we've collectively agreed to retire. Rename the Pacific, that wet bit where all our credit card debt ends up. Atlantic, that's where billionaires shit off yachts. We used to call that pollution. Now it's economic stimulus. Billionaires and cruise lines dump sewage and call it trickle-down yachtonomics. Next up on Congressional Renaming Agenda, the ozone layer, soon to be called Sky Shield, brought to you by ExxonMobil and your Uncle Randy's Facebook science degree. Now that the ozone hole is healing, they're selling it back to us as a kind of high-end roofing upgrade. It's like setting your house on fire and selling yourself the garden hose. All this brought to you by the Trump merch catalog, which reads like QVC for brain damage. Trump Bibles, open to Matthew 19:24 and spontaneously combust. Which is, that's the camel through the eye of a needle one. Didn't test well in focus groups. Trump steaks, the only meat product with a comb-over and commitment issues. Trump shoes, for when you exclusively walk on gold floors and broken promises. And a new merch drop, the MAGA Smart Fridge. It doesn't keep things cold. It just screams fake news when you grab hummus and calls you a loser when you reach for vegetables. Dispenses Diet Coke at 3 a.m. and disappointment the rest of the day. And if you act now, they'll throw in a commemorative Puerto Rican paper towel toss set. Perfect for your next disaster-themed birthday party. Winner gets an underfunded FEMA trailer and the number to a Red Cross hotline that just plays Toby Keith songs on hold. Let's just call the Gulf renaming what it is. The Gulf of my disappearing 401k. Sponsored by a man with a fourth-grade understanding of global economics, which is generous because I've met fourth graders, and none of them thought a tariff was what happens when Melania says no. Your guy calls this negotiating. The Gulf of distraction, the Gulf of look over there at that shiny thing, not at how I broke the economy. The Gulf of America is Freedom Fries 2.0 for people who think maps are libtard propaganda. This whole renaming frenzy, it's performance art for people who think Denny's is elitist. They're doing it with Greenland, too. Seriously, HR 1161, they want to rename it Red, White, and Blue Land. Because apparently, if you can't own land, you can at least rename it like you're pissed drunk on the 4th of July. Vance, after returning from his Greenland photo op, said, "It's not even green. It's all ice." So, Greater Iceland? We're one press conference away from, we're renaming Iceland the Greatest Iceland. It's got great ice. Very icy. The best ice. I said it. And many people are saying, some of the best people who own blenders are saying, Donald, thank you for the ice. Next on the congressional docket, New Mexico becomes New America. Because if it has Mexico in the name, it must be smuggling fentanyl inside piñatas. Can they disappear an entire state? New England, now Original Patriots country. Sounds like a CrossFit gym / militia meetup. Puerto Rico, renamed Island of Ungrateful Hurricane Survivors? Because nothing says freedom like demanding a thank you note from the people you almost forgot existed. And when did they ever say thank you? Did they even say thank you? They've got no cards. No thank you cards. Soon, Oxygen will be rebranded as Freedom Air. Available only by subscription. And if you buy the deluxe package, you get a MAGA-branded asthma inhaler that wheezes the national anthem out of tune. I digress.